just checked into my hotel here in Astoria just probably 25 minutes ago. Check-in's at 4 and I was finishing up, taking some pictures and some videos on the marina, but probably left Eugene this morning at 10:45 and got here right before 2, so um, didn't feel like 3.5 hours, felt very quick, and it was a gorgeous drive as well, so that could have been a contributing factor to why it didn't feel long at all. But I'd never been this far north of the Oregon coast before, so this is pretty much as far as you could go north. Literally looking at Washington State as we speak, so give you guys a little hotel room tour here in a second, but this view out the balcony is what makes it, I think. Everything else, it's just one night. I don't need anything crazy. So a little bit ago when I got here around 2, I was starving, so I went and got lunch at Bridgewater Bistro, I believe is the name of the place. It's just 1,000 feet away. I looked up the closest thing and I ended up walking there, and it was funny. I walk in and a little bit more ritzy than I expected. I walk in and reclaimed hardwoods. There's an older gentleman playing piano, and here I am in a disgusting Carhartt, got my dirty Romeos on, and it made me chuckle a little bit. But I've always loved getting immersed, in a world that's generally, not common to me. Here I am sitting in there and dirty, grimy clothes, and nobody else is just like that in there, and I'm probably by far the youngest in there, but there's something about getting out of my element that I've always liked. When I drove across the country last year, I think that really started the spark, of me kind of getting out there, getting myself more comfortable with, doing solo trips as well. Before that, I really hadn't done anything that significant, as far as solo goes. So I didn't want that to end there when I drove across the country. I wanted to continue to do these solo trips and just being okay with being by myself and getting comfortable with doing these trips. So, I got off at probably 10:30 last night, worked late, and got up at 8, and, I set off, and I only have today and tomorrow off. So, tomorrow I drive 3.5 hours back to Eugene, but for me, it was worth it to come up here, go somewhere new, get out of my element, and I want to continue that. So I was supposed to be in Eastern Oregon this weekend fishing with my dad. Today's his birthday, it's his 67th, but the passes just have too much snow. We checked the last couple days, and we've had to postpone it pretty much the last 3-4 weeks just because we've had such a late winter. But next weekend's looking good. I'm hoping we can make it across because I'll have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to go over there. So hopefully we could slay some fish and maybe knock some whiskey back for his birthday. So we shall see. I'll definitely film it if we do, because it's been probably a year since I've been over there. So it just goes, kind of hand in hand with what I've been talking about. I feel like I missed out on filming a bunch of things, especially going across the country. I didn't film any of it. I was so stressed about getting across. I didn't want to film any of it. So, I want to start to document these things. I have that trip next weekend. 2 weeks from now, I fly to Vegas. My buddy Austin's going to fly from Texas, meet me in Vegas, and we'll be there for 3 days, 4 nights. And then I come back from Vegas, I work 3 days. Then I fly to Vancouver, British Columbia by myself for a concert. I had seen Sierra Farrell, is her name, with my dad probably a year and a half ago now. And him and I both love her, and her Portland show sold out. So I'm flying up to Canada to go see her. And that'll be another like three nights, 4 days. So, I'm just trying to plan these things, get out of my comfort zone, and continue to do these things. And for me, it's not about a million subscribers or the money or the fame or anything. I just take enjoyment, in immersing myself in something that's different, and kind of encouraging discomfort, doing things that, make me a little uneasy or it's awkward or what have you. I want to continue to do things like that, just like this trip, just like going to Vancouver by myself. And immersing myself in different worlds. After Canada, it's going to be, I want to go all over the world. I want to do this everywhere, whether it's just by myself or with someone else. So, I also want to have this for, me to look back later in life, my kids to look at, my grandkids, if you don't document it, really all you have is a memory. So, which is fine, but I'd love to have this, for other people to see, even if it's just family and friends watching this, I'd love that too. So just want to kind of give it like a little backstory on this first vlog. I'm gonna start to actually re-upload again. So this channel is starting in Astoria, and it'll be in Eastern Oregon next weekend, and then Vegas, and then Vancouver, and Lord knows after that. So just want to kind of give a backstory of why I'm starting up again, and we'll go from there. So I'll do a little hotel tour real quick. Here's a little bathroom. There's me. A little shower. And you walk out. Got your little mini fridge, got a little microwave. Got my bed for the night. And here's the real ticket right here. It's out here on the balcony. Let me show you guys this. Walk out. Right on the marina. You look out, those mountains across that you see are Washington State. There's the bridge that leads to Washington. Hard to beat that view. So I'm hoping you guys could hear me because it is a little bit windy here on the coast, as it always is, but it's actually good weather. It may not look like it, but the Oregon coast is actually exceptional. Haven't had a drop of rain hit me since I got here, but just want to give you guys a little view that I have. So right here on the right, you see these buildings over here. It's part of the building that I actually just had lunch in. And this red building right here is another actually hotel and cafe. And then you see this bridge right above it, and then you pan across, you can see the actual kind of grand view of this bridge. And as you see across the marina, those mountains that you see across, and this bridge leads to Washington State. So I'm here in Oregon right now as I speak, and right across there is Washington State. So just want to give you guys a little view what I got going here. Never been this far up north on the coast, at least. Obviously I've been to Washington State, but I'm just kind of basking in the beauty out here. I've always loved the coast, and heard good things about Astoria, so I'm loving it so far. Just taking in the view of this bridge is absolutely stunning. You can see, obviously on your left side, that's over in Washington State, and you pan back across. That leads back into Oregon where I'm at. So just awesome. Probably doesn't do it justice on video, but sitting here on this little bench, it's actually unbelievably stunning. So occasionally we get a boat or two pass by. I've seen some herons, haven't seen any seals or anything yet, but I'll sit out here a little while. I got about an hour till my check-in at my hotel, so I'll definitely shoot anything that I see that's video worthy.